Hey everyone, Harris here with iDownload Blog, and in the light of recent AirPlay coverage on the channel, today we're taking a look at two sibling speakers from Libratone, the ZIPP and the ZIPP Mini, both higher-end AirPlay compatible speakers, and heads up, good news, I've gotten confirmation from the company that these will support AirPlay 2, which is awesome. The packaging is very similar with both of these speakers, nice cylindrical matte containers. Around it highlights several of the features including internet radio, AirPlay, MFI support, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and more. And inside you get a variety of paperwork in different languages as well as just some other instructions. And then you can pull out the speakers themselves as well as the large power bricks. And you can see that the speakers themselves are pretty similar in shape and size to the box. They're cylindrical with a little bit more curve and taper to the ZIPP Mini. And it also comes in at 8.5 inches tall, whereas the full-size ZIPP is 10.3 inches tall, so there is a difference there. Now, the speakers feature distinct fabric wrapped around the upper section, which has a nice, clean, spongy material, pretty soft and similar to that of the HomePod, followed by a smooth matte plastic on the top and bottom. And then there is the bottom zipper, and when you open that up, it has an absolutely mind-blowing feature. Just kidding. It's just to change the fabric, which is still cool, and change the color and customize it, but doesn't really have any functionality other than that. But I do think it looks cool and adds a nice aesthetic to the speakers. And on the back, there's also a strap or a handle, which goes with the kind of backpack vibe along with the zipper. And you can use this for holding it or hanging it, which I think is a nice touch. And up top is a touchpad for controls, kind of like the HomePod. And I wouldn't have minded physical buttons. In fact, I would prefer that. They're just more reliable. And these work decently enough for play, pause, skip, volume, and internet radio. So once you plug it in, everything is set up and initiated through the iOS app, which is definitely pretty intuitive, and I didn't run into any issues setting up either speaker. Once you have that up and running, you can connect it to your Wi-Fi, create an account, customize sound profiles, name it, change the speaker settings from the app, as well as easily update it when software updates are available. And I had them right away when I got this set up, so it was nice to see how quickly and easily you can update the software. With the app, you can also pair the speakers together by dragging them on top of each other and linking them. It's very intuitive, it works very well, and with this you can pair up to 6 speakers for awesome stereo sound. Now you can use these as just separate speakers for a stereo effect, or you can separate them by channels. You can have one be the left, one be the right, control the individual audio, and when you do this, it links it as a single AirPlay source, which is awesome. It works very well. It just switches it from individual sources to a single ZIPP source when you're using AirPlay. So if you want to get awesome stereo sound and really fill a room, then combining these, whether it's 2 ZIPPs, 2 ZIPP Minis, or one or the other, or just a variety of the both, it's awesome for filling a room and getting some awesome sound. And I've really enjoyed using this in my room just for stereo audio. If you play Money by Pink Floyd, that money at the beginning, if you have it separated by left and right channels, is awesome. So I am certainly not an audiophile. I can recognize that a device like the HomePod sounds fantastic, but in terms of that, I'm not super picky with my audio. But I can say that these sound very good and they get extremely loud, which I was impressed. Something as light as this sounds really, really good. And for the price point, around $250, $300, which is definitely up there, but they do sound really good. When you get the volume to full, it doesn't sound quite as crisp and clear as it does at your lower volumes. That's to be expected, and I think every AirPlay speaker, mainly outside of the HomePods and maybe some of the Sonos, is going to suffer from that. Now you can customize this to the environment you're in for the room, or you can customize the levels and the audio type, and that will allow you to configure this to your liking if you're not a fan of the built-in audio. But from my experience, it sounds very good, and I've really enjoyed using these as dedicated speakers in my room and taking them around. Now that's a big point of this, and I think what separates it from something like the HomePod, you can take it around. You can unplug it and get up to 9 hours of battery life. I'm getting 8 to 9 hours depending on how loud and such, but the fact that you can unplug it and take it anywhere is absolutely awesome. The ability for a speaker to be good, high quality, and loud, but then the ability to unplug it, take it in the bathroom, listen to it in the shower, use it as a party basically all day, and then throw in the fact that this can also charge another device with the USB port is killer. I think that is really the winning feature of this. As long as you are in Wi-Fi range, or if you use Bluetooth, you can pair these together, get some awesome audio no matter where you are. So at the end of the day, I think these speakers are pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of the shape, but the audio is clear, it's loud, pairing works very well. The AirPlay 2 support, which will be coming, is really awesome. The only thing I don't really like would be the internet radio is kind of annoying, doesn't work super well. I don't really like the controls up top, and especially not the fact that this white light stays on when you are playing audio at night, which is kind of bright, kind of annoying, so I like to cover that up when I'm sleeping and listening to audio. But outside of that, these are awesome speakers, definitely a little bit premium, but pairing them together is an awesome experience. If you want to check them out, I'll leave a link in the description. and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.